Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Dr. Lizzy is alleged to have visited Olori Naomi in Akure bearing a gift for Queen Naomi. That her visit was meant to go and appreciate Naomi for standing by her through, everything that she has gone through. They said recently, even with the Bibles in the palace, allegedly that Dr. Lizzy has been going through a lot medically. They say she has got something with the throat, what is it called? Goiter, and it's been bothering her a great deal. That she was slated to go to Germany for a surgery, but that surgery did not hold because Reverend Esther said that it was not okay for them to hold that surgery, that it's a lot of bad blood and bad energy, that when he's okay, that he was going to inform the Ooni of Ife. But they said throughout the period where Dr. Lizzy had to go through the multiple, medical examination in Nigeria and everything, that Queen Naomi was there back to back, just helping her, praying for her, assisting her, that in Lagos, even though I didn't get that news on time, that Dr. Lizzy was with Naomi for a very long time while they were going to the hospital together. So when Naomi came back to Akure, because for the International Women's Day, she had an event in her church also in Akure where she had to speak to women, okay? And so she's been in Akure. They say she's been in Akure from that time on. I don't know if it's up till now, but they say she was in Akure. Dr. Lizzy went to see her, bearing a gift for her and to appreciate her and thank her for always being there as a friend, as a sister, as everything. That Dr. Lizzy showed a lot of appreciation, gratefulness, and all of that. And now you now begin to wonder, how about this relationship? They are both married to the same husband. If it is true that, your mate, somebody who is sharing the same heart with you, because this thing about being married is not just about the material stuff that you get from your spouse and everything. Every woman wants to know that that heart belongs to me. That heart, kind of breathe for me and everything. That is what women want to know. And so, sorry about that break. The thing is that the relationship between Dr. Lizzy and Queen Naomi is like we are hearing, like if everything we are hearing is to be true, okay? It's one of its kind, okay? Because I do know that it has to be a great level of reasonability for people to be like this. And I do think that these two are very reasonable people. I want to simply believe that Ooni of Ife has got a great support system in these women. I think that the women are gaining virtue from the olden days, where we saw our parents, like our mothers, and are being in marriages and doing everything that is within their power to support their spouses. Okay, that is something you don't see these days again, and that is why when you hear people say Queen Naomi needs to be very careful about Dr. Lizzy. What is her interest? How is it possible that two people who are married to the same man would want to support each other? Sometimes, when it comes to marriage or relationship, what will benefit the other person might not necessarily come in the way of interest to you, but because it's going to make the other person happy, you allow them have it. Apparently, that is what I'm saying with Dr. Lizzy. And Dr. Lizzy has shown that she is very reasonable from what we are hearing. Now, if you have been following my trend, you find out that you know that I am a very objective person, and blogging does not give you certificate to be irresponsible. Okay, blogging, when it comes to blogging, objectivity happens to be professionality. So when we first started here in the channel Delaram, I used to see comments like, anytime you say something positive about one of these Oloris, people will come and jump at you. No, you should also enjoy it when something, somebody is just bringing it the way they are hearing it to you, even though they are letting you know that it is alleged, but that is it. It does not mean that you just come, slamming one and all of that. Blogging, in blogging, I have told you time and time that objectivity is professionality in blogging. So now going back to what we have been talking about, they say Olori, sorry, excuse me, please, that Olori Elizabeth had gone to Akure bearing gift for Queen Naomi to thank Queen Naomi for being there for her. Now, one thing that a lot of people do not know about Queen Naomi is a very, very good woman. And when you see a lot of bloggers coming out to blog and in support of Queen Naomi, a lot of these bloggers are doing so because they have seen and they have heard that, Queen Naomi is a good woman. Now, some of us are blogging about Queen Naomi. You know the numbers of bloggers that are blogging about May Edochie and blogging about Chioma Davido. These three women just have something in common. They disinterest in seeking validation on social media, so they are quiet, and that is a virtue. And that is what I think a lot of people love about these women. Now, it is also alleged that another reason why Dr. Lizzy went to Akure to meet with Queen Naomi was because they had a prayer appointment together. If you know what has been going on, there's been this news making the rounds also on social media from different blogs that people have been talking about Dr. Lizzy going from one church to the other seeking the fruit of the womb. Now, I think for a woman, that is not something that is bad. If you want something, you want God to help you, you have to go there, seek the face of God, so that help can come to you. And so they say they have a prayer appointment with Queen Naomi, and Dr. Lizzy happens to be somebody that believes so much in Queen Naomi. Throughout the period that Queen Naomi was in Ile-Ife, she did a lot for people. She was always there to pray. Queen Naomi is not just a pastor, she is a prophetess, and she sees a lot. And her ability to see beyond the ordinary is one of the biggest fights that she is having with these people in Ile-Ife. It's one of the biggest reasons, allegedly, why they do not want her there, because she sees a lot of things. She knows them by their names and all of that, even though she will not say anything. And so Dr. Lizzy believed a great deal in Olori Naomi, and they said that is the reason why she went to meet with Olori Naomi, so they can have that prayer section together and also get to see Queen Naomi and, appreciate Queen Naomi for always being there for her. Dr. Lizzy has gone through a lot. Allegedly, she's been very, very disturbed with the goiter thing. And even though they say right now she feels a lot better while she waits for the surgery, if this information is true, but this comfort she gets from Queen Naomi happens to be a very good woman. She's always there for people. A lot of people have come to my comment section to come and tell me, Dale, as long as you're concerned, Queen Naomi is a saint, Queen Naomi is perfect. I have never told you Queen Naomi is perfect. Queen Naomi is not perfect. Queen Naomi is like every other person. She's got her own weaknesses. And for you to know that Queen Naomi is not perfect, it's because of that imperfection that is in Queen Naomi that made Queen Naomi to go and put that thing on Instagram. If she was a perfect person, she wouldn't have done that, because she would have known that she was obviously hitting her own self in the leg, because this is what everybody is using against her right now. But then again, she is not a perfect person. But one thing I will tell you, like I will always tell you about the Ooni of Ife. Ooni of Ife is not a perfect man, but Ooni of Ife is a good man. When you talk about people being good, Ooni of Ife is very thoughtful about other people. Ooni of Ife has an interest to grow the young generation. Ooni of Ife is a very, very kind-hearted man and a very liberal king. And that is why when it comes to Queen Naomi and the Ooni of Ife, as far as I'm concerned, they can do no wrong. We heard that while she was in Akure, she gave Naomi all the assurances in the world that she is going to return back to the palace as long as God lives, that the palace is her home, that she should not get content with being in Akure or Lagos and the mansion. She should know that where she belonged to her home, her matrimonial home, that is her home that God has given to her, that it will pay her nothing to allow people come and drive her out of her home and stay there. And I think she's making a whole lot of sense. Now, when it comes to polygamy in Africa, I think that we are the ones, this social media age, we make it look as if it's a big deal. Polygamy is something that started way back. It didn't just start down. And Africa, they accept it, especially royalty in Africa. If you're going to get married to a king in Africa, even from the very beginning, if he tells you I'm a one man, one woman, a man, just like Ooni of Ife used to sing in those days, just know that even if he does not want it, this council of kings and elders, and they will make him want it. And men are attracted to women. Now, when you find yourself in a place where they are telling you that you have the license to go after women, why will you not take it? These men grab it and they put it on the decision of the council, and it's been happening over and over again. I read about one king in South Africa. That was exactly what happened when he married his a girl, a virgin. He made all the promises in the war, but as soon as he was made king, he went ahead and married, and he said that it was a council. So if you are going to go into royalty in Africa, you want to bear that in mind, that you may not have that man all to yourself. Meanwhile, how many men do we even have all to ourselves? Okay, so this is what has been going on from what we've been hearing. If the information we are hearing is all true, they say Dr. Lizzy went to see Olori Naomi, bought a gift and to thank Naomi for being there throughout this period where she's had these medical issues with her goiter, and promising Queen Naomi that everything is going to be fine. She just needs to stay fast, be steadfast, and keep praying that things will be fine in Jesus' name. So I wanted to bring you this update. I'm going to bring you more. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.